America's sweetheart, Rob Benedict. And America's favorite robotic space player, Michael Borja, everybody.
Mama.
Oh, stop it. Everybody's favorite Broadway-loving drummer, Stephen Norton. And every single person's favorite marriage-ruining guitar player, Billy Moran. But this isn't about us. This is about you and quality entertainment. There's no better way to continue quality entertainment than to do it with these two simple words. Jake Abel!
I'm packed in, I'm holding, smiling, she living, man, she golden, she leaves for me. Says she leaves for me ovation, her own motivation. She comes round and she goes down to me. And I make her smile like a drug for you. Do ever what you wanna do, coming over you. Keep on smiling when we go through. Won't stop till the rhythm that divides you. Thank you! I was just told I'd be singing that before it came out.
I literally had no idea what was happening, so I left the stage. I thought you were gonna do the whole number.
Oh boy.
And then he's like, thank you. I'm like, crap. Run back on stage.
Well, what happened was I was just backstage and I said, I have to pee really bad. And then I heard, and here's Jake! And so I ran as well.
Well, and like 1 minute before that, I said, you know, this is what we're playing. You want to start singing the first verse? And he was like, okay, yeah, I guess I could do that. All right, you can do that right now? He's like,
yeah.
Okay.
I said, how far do you want to go? He's like, until you quit. Okay. Go, tight.
Well, now that we're all on the same page, San Francisco and the surrounding counties, Jake Abel.
Thank you. Loud and Swain. Thank you, guys. That was a rush. Oh boy. All right, I see microphones, and I see one person lined up. I see two. This is gonna be great. I'm excited. I prepared so much material as well, which is the best part. Let's just jump into it. Hi again.
Hi again. Well, you knew I had to come up here. You know I have a tattoo of your meme on my back.
Shit. So. This girl has a tattoo of Still in Hell on her back.
No, my question was, and I totally forgot both times I've seen you. Did you ever get tired of listening to the Beach Boys when you were shooting Love and Mercy?
No, and I don't get tired of it now. And if you do, you're un-American, and you can get out.
I completely agree. I was curious, because I absolutely loved Love and Mercy, by the way.
Thank you, and watch me vamp on it. So I did this film that she's talking about called Love and Mercy. It was a Beach Boys biopic. And if you haven't seen it, shame on you. And you should, it's really great. And I played Mike Love, and I had a fantastic fake beard, and I wore really cool fuzzy hats. And I had to listen to a lot of Beach Boys for it, and it was amazing. And the best part was the rap party. I wasn't going to go to it because my wife wasn't feeling well, and I was like, I'll stay home. And she's like, no, just go. And I was like, okay, I'll go for an hour. I'll say hi to everybody, and I'll come home. Cool. Tight. And so I get there, and like Paul Dano, who's in the film, he's like, hey, man, you staying, right, for the thing? And I was like, well, yeah, well, no, for what thing? I'm going home. He said, no, you have to stay. There was a stage at the back of it. Was outside of this hotel, and there was a stage in the back. And I was like, oh, cool, maybe like a band's going to come play some Beach Boys stuff. Well, Brian Wilson, the leader of the Beach Boys, is there. I'd met him once on set. He's going to play. And I was like, whoa, amazing. And then he invites Paul Dano and John Cusack up, and they sing a song. I was like, this is so cool. And then they're like, all right, Jake and so-and-so and everybody, come on up. And I was like, oh my God, I'm singing. Kind of a lot like this, actually, what just happened here. And so I'm up there. I meet John Cusack for the first time. Imagine that. We do a film together. This is the first time I'm meeting him. Hi, John. Nice to meet you. Great. They're like, all right, we're going to sing Round, Round, Get Around. Go ahead, Jake. Take it. Round, round, get around, get around, yeah, get around, round. Yeah. So I got to sing Round, Round, Get Around with Brian Wilson, the Beach Boys, which was incredible. And I wish the video was online because I didn't get to see it, and I would like to see it. Anyway, that's my Beach Boys story. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you.
Hi, Jake.
Hi.
Thanks for being here. I'm really excited that you're here.
My pleasure.
And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far.
It's pretty great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can't complain.
so I wouldn't expect you to keep up with every episode of Supernatural. So so this season we got to see kind of an actual fight between Michael and Lucifer. Mm-hmm. So it kind of got me thinking, and it was not as angelic as you would think. It was just a bit of throwing fists and kind of hitting each other. Mm-hmm. So I started thinking what a fight between you and Jared would have looked like in season 5. I feel like hair pulling might have been involved.
It'd be a lot sexier. That I guarantee. Well, Jared's very large. I talk about this a lot. One of the largest human beings I think I've ever met. One time, I think it was during the first episode I filmed. No, it was the last episode I filmed. And we've been working all day, and we broke for lunch for 45 minutes. And Jared went into his trailer. When he went in, he was the size of a normal person. When he came out, he was like Thor. He was twice the size. He had lifted weights and mainlined creatine or something, I don't know. But he was huge, and I was like, continuity, this is not gonna work. So he's very large, so I'd have to be very cunning with my fighting, and sexy.
And you probably would have won. I think you would have done it.
That's a given.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
My question is, what's some advice that you have for somebody who's wanting to go into the arts?
This is a hard one. The cynic in me wanted to say, don't do it. Get a job. But the truth is, it's the best job in the world. Being an artist or a creator of the arts in whatever form, there's no rules. When I wake up every day, there's no boss that's telling me, I will get this done, and then get this done, and then do that, and then go home. When I wake up every morning, I have to tell myself what to do. I have to say, get up early, work on this, get that audition ready, write this, and that self-discipline to create something when no one's asking for it, when literally no one is asking for you to do anything, is the most critical part of making a career in that field. Because eventually, if you do it long enough, you do it hard enough, you get good enough, people will start asking you to do it. And you can charge them a shitload of money. So yeah, that's the surface of the advice I'd give.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can clap for that. It was decent. Hi.
Hi. First off, I love you. And what's your most favorite memory being on set with Jared and Jensen? And are you ever going to get out of the pit?
Man, I've been trying to get out of the pit for how many years? That's been a long time. I would love to. I think it'd be great. I think there's so many opportunities, so many fun opportunities to bring Adam back. And my favorite memory with Jared and Jensen, I've said this before, was probably the end of the last episode. The sun was setting, and our trailers were in this field, and they had their dogs with them, and so they were running around the field, and it was really bucolic. And they invited me on the roof of one of their trailers with a bottle of scotch or something. And because we knew it was my last episode, and the three of us sat on the roof of one of their trailers and shared a drink while the sun set and the dogs ran. And it was one of the best send-offs for a show I think I've ever had.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. As I'm standing up here, I want to admit something. I want to come clean to you guys. I think I've worn this outfit before to one of these conventions. I was saying like this, and I saw myself and went, you idiot. So I expect by the end of the day for one of you, who am I kidding, a ton of you to come up and be like, you did, you wore it. But I know this is a new shirt, so it wasn't this gray shirt that I wore in it, but it was definitely this old cardigan. Hi.
Hi. Okay, so I have two questions to do with the karaoke party tonight. Do you have a go-to karaoke song, and will you be performing it?
Well, I didn't even know karaoke was tonight until like you just said it. So, in keeping up with the form of this evening's show, I don't know yet. I don't have anything planned. I will be there, but I don't have a song. There's just like everyone has a cell phone, and every one of those cell phones has a camera. Which is weird because I said this like just a little bit ago, and they were like, "Yeah, but you do Saturday Night Special." I was like, "Yeah, but it's different because like there's a kick-ass band behind me, and like if I screw up, there's a kick-ass band behind me. Like who cares?" But yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Stick around.
Thanks. We'll see.
Thanks. Ooh, Adam's getting weird. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. As long as you guys are laughing, I'll tell you what. You guys are a good crowd. There was a show I did recently. I won't say what city it was. Rhymes with Schittsburg. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, but the hall was like, they put this in this huge cavernous hall. I mean, it was massive. And like, what's so important when you're up here on stage is like interacting with you guys. Like I feel your energy, and your energy gives me energy. And it really, really does. And we were in this huge hall, and like I couldn't hear anything. And I came off and was like, "What happened?" They're like, "No, it went really well." I was like, "Did it?" They're like, "Yeah," because like all the noise was just going up into this like nothingness. So I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Yeah. Thank you. It really makes a difference. I can't tell you guys, it makes a difference. So let's keep going.
All right. So, welcome. Thank you for coming to this
Thank
event.
you. And no one post that Schittsburg thing, by the way. Delete it now. I love Pittsburgh, and I want to be welcomed back.
Still patiently awaiting your return back to the show. I'm convinced it will happen. Question for you, though. Do you like board games, card games? If so, which one is your favorite?
Great question. Let's spend the next hour talking about this. Oh, no, we have lines now. This is good. I love Scrabble. Love Scrabble. Love word games in general. There's a couple other ones I like. Quelf. Has anyone played Quelf? All right, so Quelf is this really weird game that like makes people leave the room and put ice down their pants and come back until someone says like the magic word to make them not have to do that anymore. And when you play it in a huge group of people, it's the most fun thing to do because you'll have someone like sitting on someone's lap like they're Santa telling them their Christmas list while someone else has toilet paper wrapped around their head. It's like play it with strangers. Well, that just got really bright. Can you guys see me yet? But yeah, those are two games I like. And there was another part of that question. You're a splotch of light right now. Well, that's worse. No, I like the ambiance. Yeah, more ambiance. Seriously, more ambiance.
I think you answered it pretty well, so thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Sorry, I forgot I was answering a question. I'm really sorry. It's like a disco up here.
Hi, so sort of a two-part question, second part inspired by answers to other questions. Cool. First, if but hopefully when your character does come back to the show, how would you want him to come back? And second, again, hopefully when that happens, could you please have a sexy fight with fuzzy hats?
Mm-hmm. And beards.
Yes, well, maybe not the beards.
Yes, beards.
Okay, compromise.
It has to be a fake beard because I can't grow like a really good beard, so you have to like get a good fake beard. I want Adam to come back like a bat out of hell, blow some shit up, take names, and then get killed. Like run over by a bus, something.
And wear a fuzzy hat, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
That's like, yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, Jake.
Golf claps for that one. That's right.
So my question is, if you were to return to the show in your own vessel as you are now, would you rather return as the Archangel Michael or Adam Milligan? And if so, how would you like that to happen?
We discussed the pan on a Q&A before about Adam coming back as like the big bad with like superpowers. I don't know how that's possible, but I want to do that.
Okay, that sounds cool.
But yeah, I think it'd be fun to come back as Adam because he was the one I had the least amount of time to play, and I think like as a sort of character study, psychology, that's way more interesting to me to like figure out what he's been going through and how he feels about that and how he reacts to his environment being back. Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks. Yeah. I heard a wow. Wow. Hi. I like your suspenders.
Oh, thank you. What is your most surprising and sort of impressive hidden talent?
You know, you think I'd prepare for this kind of stuff at this point. I don't really, I don't have any talents. I'll give you something. I just said this in my meet and greet. It's kind of a duo talent, if you will. I dabble in the harmonica field, and I have this great dog who's like incredibly musically talented, and so I play the harmonica. I go like, and he goes, and that is not an exaggeration. This dog has soul in his bones. So that's my vaudeville home trick. I posted it like a while ago, a decent one. It wasn't his best performance, but you know, he's the star of the show. So, thank you.
Thank you. Hello, Jake.
Hi.
First off, welcome to Bay Area as a native all
Thank
my life.
you.
Best
Woo!
area
Bay
in the US
Area.
of A.
Yeah.
My question for you today was, unfortunately, we have another Michael now. That is not you.
Whatever.
Okay, in
I
a
don't care.
drag-out, throw-down fight,
I don't
who
care.
would win and why?
Well, what's the competition? Is it a sexy competition or is it a fighting competition? Because if it's a sexy competition, I think we know who'd win.
Well, you already won the sexy competition, so...
Well, I think there's a room full of writers who could figure this out for us.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I think Adam would win because he's spent all this time in hell. He's got that crazy now. Can't fight crazy. You can fight crazy. I just wouldn't recommend it.
And that was it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
So this is kind of a question for Adam, but who is the favorite half-brother, Sam or Dean?
Your campaigning happening. Like, ooh. One time I got asked this question, and I forget what I said. I forget who I chose. But unbeknownst to me, Jared and Jensen were right backstage. And they came on the stage. I'm pretty sure I said Dean. I couldn't pick. I hate them both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Jake. You're awesome. You just need to know that.
Thanks.
So you were on...
I said that so casually. Thanks. Sorry.
Okay.
There was I think this was back in Schittsburg. There was, to sort of amp up the show, someone gave me a compliment, and I was like, that's great. We're going to start doing that now. Mm-hmm. And everybody that came up, I said it as a joke, everyone came up, started with a compliment, then asked me a question. And that's when that show turned around for me. So, just think on it.
So you're on Threshold, and I was just wondering, I know it's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
The accent that you had to do on there, was that directed, or was it your choice?
Wow. Oh. So what she's talking about, I'll give it to you. You're not wrong. What she's talking about was a show I did with Carla Gugino and Peter Dinklage called Threshold. It was a sci-fi show that came out like the same time that Supernatural came out.
And Rob was
also on it.
Yeah, that's right. Rob was on it. Of course. I'm an idiot. Of course, he would be the one person I would leave out. College Eugenia, my necklace. There's this guy who played an extra in the third episode. He was really great. So I played this like cadet who like turns into an alien, and he has this southern accent. And you're not wrong. It was pretty crap. It's gotten a lot better. I don't know why I went like deep, weird south. What was one of my? I had a line like, what was it? Like I almost said, Adam's not here right now. It wasn't even that good, which is weird. But no one directed me. They just kind of let me do it, which is, great.
That's good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Did you mean to be that bad? Was that like a choice? I love that. I love it. It's like it only comes in second place to when people come up and they're like, I love the Percy Jackson book so much. To which I say, thank you, I had nothing to do with them. And they're like, but the movie was not good. I'm like, thanks, I only had a little bit to do with that. Hi.
Hello, thank you for being here. Do you still want the compliment?
I'm not going to ask for it.
All right, that's fine.
Your choice. It's what kind of answer you get.
Fair enough. What do you think about the theory that Adam is actually in heaven because Castiel managed to throw that crazy bomb at the vessel before they fell into the pit? And maybe you're spared and, having a good time.
I just heard about that theory this year, I think, was the first time. I was early on in the year at one of the cons. I'm like, here's the thing. That's super cool and, like, totally down with that. But, like, I want to go back to that crazy thing. If he's been in hell for all this time, just losing his mind, I think he should come back and, like, he could pretend like that he was in heaven, but really he was in hell. Guys, these are ideas happening super fast. And then it turns out he's really crazy, but everyone thinks that he was in heaven. I don't know. Think about it.
True.
Think about it.
It'd be cute if you guys made an alliance with Sam, actually. I think he needs some allies right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Screw that guy. All for one, one for all. Adam forever.
Hi. If Adam got to come back on the show, and he got to interact with Mary, how do you think that whole situation would go down?
I didn't even know that was controversial. All right. Well, Jake, you be careful here. I think Adam loves his mother. It's his mother you're talking about, right? Jake, you told yourself, don't screw it up. You screwed it up. And I'm back. Yeah, my stepmother is what I meant to say. And I just think he loves her.
Okay.
It's a big old softie. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm having fun.
First with a compliment, you have amazing hair.
Thank you.
And my question is, we always hear about how Jensen and Jared prank everyone. Mm-hmm. Were you able to pull any pranks on them during your time on the set?
It's like, I don't think I did. Like, I haven't had enough time. Like, I was new to this, for episode 1. I'm not just going to be the guy who comes in like prankster, like, I'm going to get all these guys. And even still, like, only having done, I think, 3 episodes, like, I feel like I'm closer to the boys now than I was while I was filming, just because it was so, like, I come in for an episode and then I would leave, and I only did that 3 times. So I never got a chance to do anything, which is why I think we need to bring Adam back more than anything. So that next year I have a great story of how I just ruined them.
Thank you.
Thanks. I've told the Farticus story so many times by now, But no one knows the Farticus story? So the internet hasn't broken everything after all. All right, quick story. So a prank that was pulled on me. I want to say my first episode, which is brave because, like I said, I'm the new guy. I don't know anybody. Jared eats a lot of meat to maintain his huge muscles, which makes him really gassy. And that protein breakdown in his stomach makes his gassy really smelly. So a quick biology lesson to the lead up. So I'm sitting in the booth in the diner, and he's next to me, and he just makes one of these little motions, followed by a and the worst smelling fart I've ever smelled in my life. And he just looks at me and goes, "I am Farticus!" Which is exactly why I need to come back. I've been sitting on that one for years.
Hi, I'm Grace. Very nice to meet you.
Hi, Grace. Nice to meet you.
I love your work as Adam in Supernatural.
Thank you.
And my question is, I was wondering if there was any particular album or song that has influenced you in your life.
Oh, I thought you were going to say about Supernatural, because there was I think I was listening to a song during the first episode, but guess what? You're going to hate me because I can't remember what it was. An album or a song that's really important to me. Got it. It's totally anticlimactic and weird. It's Simon and Garfunkel. My dad had the cassette tape, because that's how old I am, in our car. And we'd listen to the cassette tape. I think the greatest hits. I am a rock, I am an island. So that album for me has always had this really strange nostalgia factor that I'm not even sure that he's aware of. But yeah, it takes me back to my youth, which, it's pretty cool.
I love Simon and Garfunkel as well.
Right? For my 18th birthday, my parents took me to see the reunion tour. What 18-year-old goes and sees Simon and Garfunkel? Maybe Simon, but not Garfunkel. There I was, in the nosebleeds. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Oh, what was yours? Wait, I like to ask questions too sometimes. What's your answer for you?
Oh.
It's not so easy, is it?
So many.
Yeah.
I really love Zeppelin 4.
Nice. Way cooler than mine. Way cooler. Cool, Zeppelin 4, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, yes. First of all, I've been enjoying today and watching you today. It's been hilarious.
Oh, thanks.
And my question is, given the chance, how good of a hunter do you think Adam would have been?
I think he would have been terrible. I don't know, I just get the feeling he would have been pretty bad. But having spent so much time in hell, or heaven, he's in hell. I think he's pretty good now. Which is why we need to bring him back. To hunt Sam and Dean. And screw it, Mary, too. She's still alive? I knew that. I can't keep up with every single episode, guys. Things are happening so fast.
Hello again.
Who are you? What's your name?
Yeah, I have no idea who you are, so we're just...
It's a joke. Oh, it's that joke.
Well, the first thing, Adam is in hell because Death said Dean had to choose between Sam and Adam's soul, so that just kind of squashes that.
There you go. It's done. There you go.
My question is that why can't I find any baby pictures of you online? I want to see what you looked like when you were baby.
Tell you why. Because much like Robert Duvall and Steve Buscemi, I was never a kid.
The youngest picture I saw, you looked about 15 or 14 or 15.
Mm-hmm. That's as young as I ever was. Have you ever seen a childhood photo of Steve Buscemi or Robert Duvall?
I've never tried to look it up.
Try. I have. Doesn't exist.
All right, thanks.
Thanks. Everyone's kind of holy shit, he's kind of right. I've never seen... even in Godfather, Robert Duvall was an old man. And he was 30. That's weird. Hi.
My compliment for you is that I appreciate your consistency with your outfit choices at conventions.
It's really bothered me the whole time I've been up here. You know what's crazy is I think it was my very first convention, the Vancouver Con. I think I wore this, which I think's kind of cool, actually. My first convention and my last. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. I'm just kidding.
So in regards to what you were saying earlier about feeding off of the energy of the audience, it got me to thinking that that is something that we talk about a lot in the community theater I'm involved in and how much it makes a difference. And it got me to wondering, are you or have you ever been in a live theater production, or is that something that you'd want to do? And if so, what would your dream live theatrical role be?
I've never done live theater, and I would love to. I would really love to. I think there's a high wire act. Like being in front of a camera in front of a crew is still a high wire act. You still have to perform, and you have to jump into the middle of scenes and emotionally carbonate yourself to be to that emotional point in a scene, and that's tricky. And some sets are more comfortable than others to do that on. But there's like this danger of live theater that like I think is really exciting. And I would love to do it. And as far as like what I would want to do, I really don't know. Like if I was older, maybe like something like the 12 Angry Men or something with like really good dialogue like Mammoth or like who am I thinking of? A Mammoth one, Glengarry Glen Ross, something smart and really like I don't know. I saw a friend on Broadway do Crucible. And it was incredible, but it looked exhausting as well. It was crazy. But yeah, so someday I would bet I would. What it is, I'm excited to find out.
You should definitely give it a shot. Thanks for your
Thank
answer.
you.
Hi.
Hi.
So I have a character question for you.
Okay.
Let's say, hypothetically, Michael from Earth 1 were to escape the cage. In his mental state, could you see him aligning himself with evil Michael from Earth 2?
Sounds very metaphysical. Yes. I'm all about that evil shit with Adam. Because here's the thing, we got to have a character arc. We have to have a travel, right? So Adam comes out evil, and he aligns himself with bad people and does some bad things, and then he returns back to his innocence before he's run over by a bus. And that's how you write in full circles.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
So since we already established that you're in hell and you would come back to hunt Sam, who or what character that's in hell would you try to team up with to hunt the boys with?
Satan? Is he available? Seems like he'd be pretty powerful. Nobody, because Adam fights alone. Who would you team up with?
Well, Adam seems pretty confident, so I guess Adam.
There you go. Because he's crazy, and he's got a lot of Adams in his head, and he's teamed up with himself. A whole army of Adams. And we could shoot, like the photography could be very cool, because you get moments alone where it's just a bunch of Adams in a room, and you could see them all. But really, they're all up here. Guys, it's so easy. Oh my God, it's so easy.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's easy.
Hi, Jake.
Hi.
You seem very humble.
I'm the greatest at being humble. People have said.
So my question for you is, since you don't seem to be keeping up with Supernatural much, do you
that's
have a favorite TV show?
Not even true. But go on. Hi.
Do you have a favorite TV show that you like?
Yeah, there's a show about these two brothers that like hunt stuff. It's called Duck Dynasty. Damn, that was quick. I didn't even prepare that one. That was good. TV show that I like, that I watch. I'm like in between shows. I'm a real big Curb Your Enthusiasm fan. and that's back. That's very exciting for me, not everyone else, I can tell. But that's fine. What else do we watch? I have to watch Stranger Things too. I know I'm behind on it, but I'll get to it probably. I watch a lot of movies, and even then I don't watch a lot of movies. I used to watch, I know it's confusing. It's because like I grew up on films, and so I really love films and watch them more. I used to watch more films when I was younger, and now I find it harder to just sit down and watch something. I try to keep busy as well. I want to create my own stuff. So I think I'm usually busy doing that, and so sometimes forget to sit down and just chill out and watch other stuff.
I have a better compliment. I like your ideas.
Thank you. I liked your first compliment.
Hi.
Hi.
So it's not so much a question, more of an I Googled it, and actually I did find a picture of Steve Buscemi.
Get out! Get out! I don't believe it! Let me see. Holy crap. Where's the camera? Where is it? You can't really see it.
I mean, it's pretty
but
much,
oh my God.
It's pretty much Steve Buscemi's face on like a toddler.
It's terrifying. All right, the internet, he could see this. Shit.
So that means we need a baby picture of you.
Well, you show me a baby picture of Robert Duvall, and I'll. Everyone, don't do it now. Because eyes up here. But after this, like when Misha's talking or something, look that picture up. It's wild. Wow.
Hello.
It's Steve Buscemi. It's crazy.
Hi. Since we've decided that Adam's in hell, and he's in the cage with Lucifer,
officially,
what was he doing, or where was he during the fight when the brothers were in the cage with Lucifer, besides kicking back and watching popcorn, or eating popcorn and watching the fight?
Smoking hell crack? I don't know. What do you do down there? What was he doing? He was watching and learning. Yeah, he's very smart, him and his other Adams in his head. He was having an argument about, I don't know, what was he having an argument about? TV show, like a Battlestar Galactica argument. And oh yeah, I thought I'd get more people with that, whatever. You're more of a Buffy crowd.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. One Adam liked the movie version, thought like that was Buffy, and I was like, no, the TV show version of Buffy. God, I love the Buffy movie. Like when I was a kid, like when, like was it Matt Dillon's like floating outside the window, like, can I come in, Buffy? Never invite a vampire in, unless you're into it.
I love your cardigan.
Thank you, it's old.
I was wondering what your favorite movie was.
That's really hard. It's kind of a tie for There Will Be Blood and Paper Moon, which couldn't be like two totally different films. What? Are you shouting movies at me? Like, wrong. You're wrong. Yeah, those two are pretty. I like every like year I try to I have a movie list of like I try like my top 10 just to see if they've changed, and I did it like 6 months ago and I forgot because my brain's an idiot right now. But those two are very, very high on the list. Paper Moon because just like it's a really special film. It's in black and white. Peter Bogdanovich directed it, and it's about a con artist who ends up his maybe daughter tags along with him while they go pull small cons on people, and I think it's just so much fun. So, yeah. Sorry.
Thank you.
What's your favorite movie?
Twilight.
Cool. You're wrong, but cool. Who wrote those? Who even wrote those Twilight movies? They based off books or something? Oh, please. Stephanie, what's her name? I know her. She's a friend, that's why. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope I didn't disappoint you.
No.
Thank you.
Hi. So this is my first question ever
being
In your
there,
life?
So, yeah, well, no, just at a con. So
Okay.
Anyway,
No pressure. You'll be fine.
We've been talking.
You won't forget it. You won't forget what you're
We've
going
been
to say.
talking a lot about Adam and Supernatural, but I want to know about your experience on Percy Jackson.
Yeah, finally. That's what I came here to talk about. I loved making the Percy Jackson films. I mean, it was just such a gift to be young and be invited into a big film like that with such amazing people. Alexandra Daddario, who plays Annabeth, was in my wedding. So, it was really, really great. And I'm sad we didn't do a third one because I felt like they were only getting better. Because we were getting older and having more fun and trusting it a little bit more. And I would have loved to have seen what a third film would have been like.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, thank you. That's the right answer, by the way.
First, I wanted to give you a compliment. I'm from South Carolina.
Oh.
And we really do have people who talk like your version.
Oh, I
that you
know. That's
mentioned
why I
earlier.
did it. I'm a
and
very
you should
good
feel
actor.
great about it because it's pretty legit.
Thank you very
so
much.
Just wanted to let you know.
Thank you.
But my question is this. I'm also a high school English teacher, and I love that you've mentioned that you read adolescent literature. And the Stephanie Myers thing just died. We didn't plan that, but what other adolescent lit writers do you read?
What is adolescent literature?
Literature specifically for teenagers. 6th through 12th grade.
When did I say
so
I
like
read
Percy
that?
Jackson. You mentioned the Percy Jackson
I didn't
books.
read them. I was just in them.
Oh, you? Okay, all right. I'm going to have to give you an F if that's really the answer. I'm sorry.
I didn't do my summer reading. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, but here's the thing. You're not wrong. That I'm a massive advocate for reading.
Okay.
I try to read as much as I can.
Excellent.
I haven't read a lot of that.
Okay.
But you being an English teacher, I think, is the greatest thing, and thank you so much. And you're way more important than I am. You should be up here, not me. And I mean that.
All right. A+.
Thank you.
Extra credit. Wow. You really sucked up your way through high school, didn't you? I just saw a glimpse of young Jake Abel.
Yeah. I got away with murder.
I'll be honest, I didn't do my homework, but you're a godsend. You're a national treasure.
Yeah.
And I'd like everyone to stand and a round of applause for Ms. Johnson. Truly. How was it? How was your experience in
Oh my
San
God,
Francisco?
it's fantastic.
Yeah?
I told them, there's been other cons that, sometimes it's hard to feel the feedback from everybody, and I feel great.
I got news for you. That's not just the San Francisco crowd. It's also the edibles they consumed. So there's a lot at play here.
Radical.
You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Abel.
Thank you.
That's why you like that song, because all you have to do is go dip, dip, dip.
Yeah,
dip, dip, dip.
darn right. I got the words memorized.
Dip, dip, dip.
I was
dip,
right
dip,
there with
dip.
you, Rob.
You flip them.
No, you weren't.
Dip,
Oh,
dip,
you
dip.
weren't. I was
Dip,
there.
dip, 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 dip.
Hold on, guys.
Dip, dip, dip. San Francisco.